Hey, so what's up guys? I'm at Vesta House right now, and today I'm going to be drawing a floor plan of their house. So this is going to be used for the fire evacuation plan that we have to do. I made one for Apollo, and now I'm going to make one for Vesta. I'm going to walk you guys through this because this is something that just a quick tutorial I think could teach people how to use this software. And this software is actually free to use for 2 weeks. You get a free 2-week trial to use the free version of it before you have to, buy a license. So, we could actually have people just, use a free trial. That's what I did. And then I was like, oh shoot, I can't use it anymore. But, we ended up purchasing the license for the year for it. But I'll kind of guide you through the steps of what I do when I map this out, so that way you guys can do it for your houses. So thanks for watching. Bye. All right, hey guys, so I just spent a lot of time measuring and mapping out the house. So I got the common areas on the first floor and the common areas on the basement done, and I think I'm pretty happy with it. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys my general methodology, I guess, for going at this. Is you got to choose a point to start, right? So on the first floor, I chose this corner to start. I started off by measuring this wall. So I just took my tape measure and, measured this side all the way to that side. And that's how I use dimension. That's what I use to dimension. So when you do this, really advantageous, or a really, thing that would work to your advantage is always keeping the lines, just vertical and horizontal. When you place those, you may have to extend them out just a little bit further to kind of get it right, to where it's horizontal and vertical, and then use the tape measure to dimension. And then, so the second measurement I made was this wall, or that corner to the door, actually. Went there to there. So I just used my tape measure all the way from there to there, made that measurement, added in the door, I think. Yeah, I added in the door and didn't actually place it on a wall. I just placed the door here. So yeah, just placed the door, and then I did this measurement, and then this measurement, and then that one. And I think you guys can kind of see my general process here is that you want to pick a point to start. Keep in mind, you probably want this point to be around like the front entrance of your house. I think is probably the best place to start when drawing these. And you just have to kind of slowly build it one piece at a time. You can change the dimensions of the lines, you can change the dimensions of the doors, you can rotate and flip them, and you can add windows, and just like you can add doors. You can add openings just like you can add doors. I think that's what I did here. I added an opening, so I just added an opening to the drawing, dimensioned it, and placed it. So yeah, and then I just kind of found stairs, placed them here. I did the window. Oh, there's a window there that I have not added yet, so I should probably add that. But I think you guys can kind of get the general process of what it takes to make these. It is, just a little bit of fact finding. So anyway, thanks for watching. So what's up guys, I just finished doing the main floor common areas and the basement common areas at Vesta. What I'm hoping to do is to put together a little training video with what I did, how to draw it, and to send the kind of the draft I have made for Vesta to the facility officer at Vesta and have them complete the rest of the plans like I did for Apollo. I'm going to be doing a video kind of on the Apollo stuff and all the different information that you need to include on the plan. So yeah, we'll go from there. Thanks for watching guys, bye. Hey, this is the next day on Friday. Yesterday I did, the basement and the main floor common spaces at Vesta, kind of like I previously stated in the video. But I just wanted to go over one last thing, kind of on just a little bit of the program usage. I used like a free screen recorder just online for me actually doing the Vesta, videos. So I can't really include those in this, in these videos, just because I have to pay extra money to that, video service to download it, and I don't want to do that. So, I can't include them. But yeah, I'll just be taking a phone recording of my screen as I use SmartDraw, just so I can show a little bit of tips and tricks behind the drawing software. So right now I'm looking at the drawing software. I'm using the browser version right now. So I want to go to main floor, and I want to show you guys, this is the corner that I started at. So when using the software, you want to select line. You want to use wall for a wall. And what I did is I first measured this wall right here. I measured it at 9 feet. So I just placed a line. My line's over here actually. And I made it horizontal. So when you place these lines initially, you can kind of dictate if they're horizontal or vertical. Always, try to make it horizontal first and then dimension it by clicking on the dimension. So that was 510 originally. I can change it to 710 to make it longer. And then after I place one line, before I place the next line, I want to make sure I don't have that line selected. If I select this line and hit this line, then I can't really place it off this line. So I'm gonna hit escape and unselect that line, and then put another line in. And then when you select line, you should get this little drawing tool, and then you can place it right off this one just by clicking on it, and you see the circle develops there. That means that those lines will be connected. I'm gonna make it vertical and then draw it at, this was 411 right here. So I guess I'll just make this 410. And then, so that's kind of the basics behind drawings, or behind the lines. So once I have these two lines placed together, they are the same line. So when I select one, I select all of them, and I can move each one of these corners in different locations, but they are always connected. So if you want to unconnect them, you can right click on it and say split into two lines, and then now I can select each line individually. And you can see here that they kind of lost connection, when I split into two lines. So then there's also placing objects. So objects being like windows, openings, and doors can be placed on walls, or they don't have to be. You can just free place them. So I'll just put in a window here by clicking on window, and then see how I can actually add it to the line so it doesn't add, total length, more. So I can just place it there, and then by selecting it, I can change the dimensions of this guy, as in how far away from the edge of this wall he is. So I can change this to, let's say 3 feet, make it, go that way a little bit further. Same thing with doors. So let's go over here and go door, and I can just place a door, pretty much anywhere. And so after I place this, what if this is in the incorrect orientation? Okay, I can select it and then go over to design and go to flip, and I can say flip horizontally, and see, flipped. So yeah, that's kind of most of the basics off drawing. You can also use lines on an existing line just to dimension. So what I mean by that is that, okay, I make this measurement right here, and I know that a wall has to be 4 feet back from the edge, the end of this one. So doing that one, I can go to the line, place the line right on the edge again, but this time I'm just gonna go backwards So look there, it actually merged and became the same line, but I can use this 3'6" dimension to place a new one. So what I mean by that is when I place my new line, I can place it on that existing dimension, just like that. So, let's see, stairs are another thing that don't connect to anything. Stairs are just kind of freestanding. The openings, windows, and doors can connect to lines very easily. And yeah, so once you have the floor plan developed, there's some information that we'll need to include as well. That information is pole stations, the fire alarm control panel, and I'm going to go over that in this Apollo drawing. So let me close this, and if I go over to documents, floor plan, I can see Apollo floor plan here. All right, so this is the Apollo floor plan. So after I did the floor plan itself, sorry, excuse me, I know I'm kind of using the same word incorrectly. After I developed the floor plan, I used the floor plan to develop the emergency evacuation plan. So what that's going to be is just adding in arrows to say, yep, you leave this way. And then once you get out into a common space, add these smaller arrows to indicate the direction of your main egress route. So, these are going into the first floor. So we need to include these arrows in there. And then I have this key here as well. So, primary means of egress, secondary means of egress. We need to include fire extinguishers. We need to include fire alarm control panels. We need to include pole stations, fire department connection. I think every house should have this. And I don't know though for a fact, you may have a fire hydrant instead, and then fire hydrants too. So this is the second floor, and I will be sending this out to people, this is the second floor. I will also be sending this out to people for people to reference. So let's take a quick look at the first floor. So it's the first floor, so same means of egress. Attic is pretty simple. I'll show the basement, including locations of fire extinguishers. I also included this fire riser, main water turnoff. And then the site plan is where we are meeting for our fire evacuation. So we're assembling here in the front of the house. I said this is the primary means of egress. This back exit is a secondary means of egress. We want everyone to be going out this entrance just because we're assembling over here. These are the secondary means of egress routes. These are our egress windows in the basement. This is the fire department connection. This is like a, basically a valve. Just so the fire department, it's a fire hydrant basically, but just off the house, and not like a, it's categorized different than fire hydrant, but it's a way that they get water, right? And then just the parking lot, fire lane, and so that's the main information that you need to include. And then there's some other information that we may have to fill out, but I will get more in touch with you when it comes to that. So I will send this document out to make sure that everyone has it as well. Pole stations as well. And you can find these symbols just in the Smart Draw software. So if I go here and I go pole station, I can see pole station right there. Just click it to place. All right, so thanks for watching my video, and I hope that this really helps people to understand SmartDraw, how to use it, to start developing their floor plans, and to start developing their fire evacuation plans. This will be something that the fire marshal talks to us about when we get closer to move-in time. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.